Sup guys, welcome back to Replay Thursday, episode 12, game 5, last game of the day. We have a PvP here, submitted by Destroy for Life. 2-gate, Stargate expand was the plan. I had too many Phoenix trying to counter and not enough ground units. PvP, I just want to know, I just want to win with macro games, but they are crazy. I just want to know the best at balls that cover all angles. In your opinion on double Warpism harass? I mean, double Warpism harass in PvP is really unrealistic these days. So much air units. If you want to harass late game, what I've been doing is I've been doing like Void Ray, Mothership Core, harass, and then recall, mix in DTs. And that's when you're not going Phoenixes. Phoenixes is really expensive all around. And by the way, this is a plat level game, just in case I forgot to mention it. So, yeah, let's see here. So if you're gonna go to 2-gate Stargate expand, I would grab the second gas before core. But then again, you said 2-gate Stargate expand, so maybe you put a little bit of pressure, or maybe you made 3 stalkers, and then grabbing a late second gas can help for that. But then again, your transition into Stargate, you're gonna struggle a little bit, so that those are things you want to keep in mind. And you kind of got probes here. I mean, for what reason really? Because you don't have a pylon. I mean, and you also don't scout. So like those sort of behavior bother me. You know, people not scouting. What about 4 gates? What about everything? So, yeah. Yeah, I guess your supply blocking, that was a mistake. Those plat level mistakes, you know, they happen. I forgive you. But the thing is, like, you have no clue what he's doing, you know? So, like, taking the expand is blind and risky. This guy's going 1-gate, 3 Stargate. But Mothership Core is good. But you have no force field, you have no knowledge. Yeah, it rustles my jimmies when I see people play like that. But, it's okay.
Research complete.
So, I mean, you cut probes and you're gonna expand. So that's a little that bothers me a little bit. I mean, if you'd want to cut probes, I mean, maybe around 20, but 16 is like oh snap. So yeah, I mean, oh, and you made an oracle behind a phoenix. Yeah, so see, that's the problem. Is you're gonna die to this, you're gonna do great versus someone who goes oracle, but that's like flipping a coin. Someone who's gonna like 3-gate, 4-gate, you're gonna die because you have like a phoenix. Like an oracle would do damage, a phoenix simply dies. So I mean you're not going into more phoenix, so that's weird. But you're going to Stargates, but you're waiting. But you make a twilight. You're spreading your gas really thin. And you know, six Phoenix should be able to kill you right now. Oh, okay, you spotted your oracle. You're playing with fire, bro. Okay, so in PvP, when you grab the expand, you grab the 2 gases right away. There you go. Right. So did the oracle survive? The oracle survived. You went really far with it. But yeah, like it's gonna be really tough, and you need to be like non-stop making Phoenix to the point where you cut probes for Phoenix. Yeah, see, like you're cornering a lot of workers, but you're gonna lose a lot of workers. While if you had more Phoenixes, it would be a little bit better. Because you're ahead on workers, and that's kind of cool. But yeah, and always like try to grab the tower with a probe or something. Where's your okay, your oracle? Did it die?
Your probes are under attack.
Oh, it's right here. But you see, that's yeah. So the photon overcharge was late, and that's the big issue. You know, you made a twilight, you took your time to make phoenixes, and here, I mean, you should have chased them. Because he couldn't turn back, he couldn't like fight back, or he couldn't stay because of photon overcharge. So you could have put on more damage and maybe kill this guy or this guy. So yeah, right now it's 7 Phoenix versus 5. So you're adding 3 Stargate and a Fleet Beacon. He's adding another Stargate, but he's on only one Stargate. He's got a lot of stalkers. He's trying to go out of Void Rays or of Phoenixes, but you don't make Sentry. And a Sentry. And by the way, you should have done Revelation on him when he was close. But the thing is, you don't make a Sentry, so it's really hard for you to scout what he's doing. So usually you want to send a Phoenix just to scout, because right now he's not doing Fleet Beacon. He's doing more ground units. So. Yeah. But well, you're still a little bit behind on workers, but so you're making a lot of Phoenixes. And what you want to do is you want to click and rally, and then click again with shift, and click again, click again. That way, if this guy dies, then your Phoenix are not gonna stay at home. Of course, you need to hotkey them as soon as they join your Phoenix group, because otherwise they're gonna be on move command. They're not gonna attack, or they're not gonna follow the formation. Okay, so you're making cannon, you're doing a forge. I mean, you guys play this very slow pace. Usually, like at my level, someone I'd have a third, or did have a third. Sorry for that. But yeah, and like when he lifts probes, you don't pull away. You let him lifts, and you come and attack, because then he's attacking you. He's not attacking the probe, because the probe is a neutral target. So then there's one Phoenix that's not doing anything. So like you gain a Phoenix advantage if he's lifting something. So, alright, and you've got range 2, and just chase him to the end of the world. To the what? Alright. So when you have range, try to click on another Phoenix. When you have range, try to chase. Don't. Yeah, try to chase. I mean, it's good learning experience. You're submitting this replay to learn. We're all learning. Well, I knew that, but probably a lot of people didn't know. So always try to click. Does he have a hair upgrade? Does he not? And then yeah. And I mean, this guy's got a lot of stalkers, and I mean, you need to get ahead by killing workers. Even though, like, a cannon's not gonna do shit. You can kill, like, all the probes in the world if you have a bigger Phoenix count. The thing is, you didn't chase him, so your Phoenix count didn't get that bigger. And then, once you realize there's a lot of stalkers, you either want to go into Charge Immortal, or you want to make more Void Rays. But you need to get the Phoenix lead. Like, right now, you're letting him come back into Phoenixes, and he's got a bigger ground army, and he's got a bigger worker count, and you're not grabbing a third, and you're not scouting, and you're not taking the towers with probes, and you see what I mean? And I mean, those zealots, they're really wild. If he sees it, he's gonna lift them all up with his Phoenixes. So like, really, this is you playing Russian roulette, like in a gas tank with like 20 matches. Like, yeah, this doesn't make sense. Like, this is a small map to turtle on 3 base. You never want to do this. So let's see how many you left. Are you gonna catch up? You need to spam the key quicker. Alright, now you need to leave and you need to clump up. You need to make this little thing, and you need to kite. You know, he doesn't have range. You have range. Okay, so now you have like a big Phoenix lead, but you still haven't identified that he has a lot of stalkers. So you need to adapt your army composition. Make more immortals. Make charge lots. Alright, that's good. Okay, kill the Phoenixes. I believe in you. Go for the Phoenixes, man. Like, you see, like, you were behind on unit lost tab, but you came back. But, yeah, just, like, charge, and I would, like, completely stop the Phoenixes at this point, and I would go charge Immortal. Maybe Void Rays if you feel confident. Like, he's forced to make Phoenixes, but you're not adapting your ground army. Well, actually, your ground army is non-existent. Like, you're not gonna beat... Like, sure, you'll be ahead, but you're not gonna beat a lot of Stalkers with this many Phoenixes. Unless you got, like, Immortal and Zots. And I guess that's mostly it. You don't grab the towers. You don't play active enough. Like you had a like, and that's the thing. Like you'd have a sentry. You'd scout with a phoenix. You know that you have the phoenix lead. Like look at this fleet. This fleet is badass. This fleet, it's this War for Life's fleet. Like it's truly epic. It's lived many battles. It's survived. It's grown really big, but you're not doing anything with it. You're just now you're making more Grand Army and you're gonna get maxed, but I mean, so we've got like really good upgrades for him. You're on 0, 0, 0, and well, you have +3 air, but +3 air. He's got a bigger bank because you never used your lead to get more ahead. You were ahead by a lot of phoenixes. You can cause a lot of damage. You can lift a lot of probes. You can force them out of position with the main in the third, but you let him get max and you get max, and he's got a bigger bank. And yeah, the thing is he's got a lot of archons, so like the more you he had a lot of archons and he had like a really good bank. He had a lot of gates. Well, you were starting to have a lot of gates, but yeah, like I mean, if you have a lot of phoenixes, I would never let them get max. I would abuse them, abuse them, abuse them, abuse them. Because what you did is you always gave him breeding room, and then he changed his army composition, and you didn't make... Like, versus that many Archons, I mean, Zealot Immortal, I don't know how good it do, but, I mean, Zealot Immortal Archon, and then stop making Phoenixes. So, like, you needed to kill all his Phoenixes, you needed to realize you needed to stop making Phoenixes, and you needed to adapt your army composition. But, like, PvP is really new, the way it works, so I don't blame you for losing and not making the right decision. It's a tough matchup, but, I mean, it was a good learning experience, I guess, for everyone, so, thank you. Oh, so there was a few Zealots here. The thing is, like, you have to keep in mind, no amount of harass will make you win a game, unless you can beat his army. So if you can do this and turtle long enough to make a bigger army, to win, to beat his army, that's good. But is it realistic to expect to beat 6 Archons and a ton load of Stalkers? Like, no. So, you see? So, like, I think this push was made while I was not looking. But this push, like, kind of hurt you in this battle. So, like, if you're going to do a 200 versus 200 fight, in a PvP where both players can reinforce right next to the battle, it's all about numbers, really. And if you have numbers somewhere else, like, yeah, you did well and you have more workers right now, but can you beat his army, even with a little bit of time? That's the answer we're about to see. We're about to get the answer, guys. We're about to get the answer. Let's see. So he turns back, and really, like, it bothers me. Like, I know it's hard to have gas to do anything else, but you should, like, try to get some upgrades still on the forges. So, like, and here's the thing, is you give him time to, well, like, if, depending on how much time you give him, if he gets maxed, and you're on 60 workers and he's on 42, that's 20 supply of army. That's gonna, and you're still not using the Phoenixes. Like, you see those cannons, you remember when I coach people, because this guy watches my stream often, and I'm like, make the cannon in the middle line. If he makes it in front, you're not gonna be able to do anything. If you make the cannon in front, the mutas are gonna be able to attack you. That's me, by the way. That voice is me. So, like, that's the perfect example. Like, this guy has fucked up cannons. You can just go here, lift the probes, go here, lift the probes. So, like, there's two ways. You either, like, kill completely the economy, or you let it be. But if you let it be, like, because, like, right now he's just gonna have, like, 20 more supply of army. So you have to kill it completely if you want to have a chance at winning. Like, you don't want to let him get maxed. And, like, those Phoenixes, they're not going to help you in a battle at this point. Like, the Archons and Stalkers, there's too many of them. So you needed to, like, buy time and sack them and make a better army. Oh, he's going to mix in Storm, I think. Oh, he's not even waiting for Storm. You're going carriers? God. Balls of steels. I mean, I don't think carriers will be that bad. Well, no, there's too many Stalkers. And you're letting him get maxed. You see the army value? Like, no one could win this. But yeah, it's just like better game knowledge with your phoenixes, really. Better game knowledge with your phoenixes, use them better. Realize when you're top dog and abuse the situation, you know. Be be the king of the be the king of the cell block, you know. Make them drop their soaps. Because if you don't realize you're the king of the cell block, then you're gonna get stabbed at some point by some new kid who wants to be the king of the cell block. And then you're gonna be dropping your soap. And you're not gonna recover from it. And this is a perfect example, you died, so. Thank you very much, Desro for Life, for submitting this game. I hope you all learned about, you know, the struggles of PvZs and PvPs and PvTs. So guys, we'll be back with Replay Thursday next week. It'll be episode 13. It'll be on TL Calendar once again. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to follow Twitter, Stream, and Facebook. Everything desrowfighting. It's in the description below. I put all the links there. There's also the subreddit, but the subreddit is not so active. And yeah, make sure to subscribe to the video, the YouTube too, since you're watching this on YouTube. If you're watching this on stream, I love you equally. So guys, this was Desro. Peace!